Hey, welcome to Ken's Games Collection and a pickups video for the month of July 2020. First thing I need to show is this thing, the AK racing chair that my wife got for me for reaching 1,000 subscribers. So unreal. This is probably the most comfortable chair I've sat in. I feel so relaxed when I do these videos now. It's great, and it's got really good back support for me as well. So thanks to my wonderful wife for getting this for me for reaching 1,000 subscribers. This is just awesome. I'm really enjoying it, so thanks very much for that. And a lot of stuff to get into for the pickups for this month. I want to start off with Xbox. Now, I had a mate who contacted me, his name Martin. We went to Eddie's Retro store while he was on holidays. We picked up some games, but he went to a local cash converter store and he saw in there the original Xbox for $29. So he picked it up for me. I gave him the money, and when I got it, it needs a lot of work. Inside is so dirty. It looks like it's been in a shed for probably a couple of decades. It could have came from Chernobyl for all I know, when the state of it, when you open that thing up. All the tin plate is sort of rusting away, but I've cleaned up the motherboard. I'll do another video showing that process, but because of the fact that I'm getting back into the original Xbox, when we went to Etro's retro game store here in Brisbane, I actually picked up 4 original Xbox games, $10 each, and a lot of this stuff is in really good condition. Some of it is in brand new condition, so it's always amazing to find stuff like that, especially original Xbox games. $10 each. I never had this one. This is by BioWare, which is Jade Empire. I wasn't really into this sort of stuff back in the day, but now I am, because I want to pick up stuff for the original Xbox, so that's really cool. Now, the next one I did own, because when I had the original Xbox back in the day, I had it modified, so I could go to like Blockbuster or Video Easy, hire the disc out overnight, take it home, rip it on the hard drive, and play it. This is one of those games, and that was The Suffering. I remember renting the game, ripping it to the hard drive, but it's so good to actually have the physical copy of this, and it's in amazing condition. That's what I'm talking about. Finding stuff in really good condition at great prices. Now, one of my favorite Xbox games back in the day was Return to Castle Wolfenstein Tides of War. That was probably the first time I played a Wolfenstein game, and I really enjoyed that one. I've gotten back into the Wolfenstein series on PlayStation 4 as well. Great game. This was really cool. I remember all those years ago playing it. So yeah, $10. Again, everything I show here has got manuals, so that is a real bonus. Now, I picked this game up. I did have it back in the day. I wasn't, it was a game that I wasn't really into back then, but because it was $10, I picked up a copy of Fable. Again, this thing, brand new. It looks brand new. The disc is in perfect condition. I just recently found out that this game was originally slated for release on the Dreamcast, but because of the demise of the Dreamcast, it got released on the Xbox. So I keep saying this, that the original Xbox is the Dreamcast 2. So that was the stuff for the Xbox. Now, I did pick up 2 games for PlayStation 4. One of them, I've had people telling me, you got to get this game. Finally, I did, and it's Yakuza 0, the very first, I guess. Well, I'm going to start off with the very first one, or this is like the prequel. I think, Yakuza came first, and this 01 is a backstory. I don't know, but it's really Japanese humor. I started playing the game, and we ended up in a karaoke bar. Now, I didn't get far in the game. I thought it had autosave, but when I went back to play the game the next night, there was no autosave, so I got to get back into it, replay it. I found out that I think to save the games, you got to go to telephone booths. I don't know if there's an autosave feature. Maybe I need to get further into it to activate that, but really having a lot of fun with it. I am going to get into this series, probably get all of them, but yeah, I really liked it. It was really cool what I played of it so far, so definitely want to get that. Now, a game I've been waiting for from Oz Game Shop to go down in price is Concrete Genie. I did a short stream of it the other day or the other week. What's really cool about this, even though it's VR capable, you don't need VR, which is great. really unique game. I really do enjoy it, and you know, it's been something that's been on my wish list for a while, waiting for it to go down in price, and it did, and I got it. Now, I picked up a Game Boy Advance game. I saw it on eBay going cheap, and I didn't know this game actually existed. Get it in the mail, and warning sign straight away is there's some Chinese sticker there, and when I booted it up, sure enough, there's this weird title screen before you get into the actual game. It's Tomb Raider Prophecy, by the way, but it's a Chinese rip-off copy. It's not the original thing. My throat is going already. So it's not the original thing. So I'm really disappointed in that. When you look on eBay when I bought it, it didn't show none of this in the thing. So disappointed, but the game itself looks okay. But because it was something that, you know, I never knew about, and I wanted to get it, and it's kind of like, it looks as based off of the Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. Okay, so next we got some Nintendo Switch stuff to finish this off. I went into EB Games the other day, and there was this collector's edition of Fate Extella. I think it's called Link. I'm not too familiar with this series. I do have one of the games, I think, on the Switch. I do have one of the games. It's kind of like a Dynasty Warriors, kind of like a Hyrule Warriors type game. It's got some really cool items in here. There's there's some cards, really cool acrylic diorama, 3D diorama, music CD as well, and some cloth wall scroll. Amazing to see a American game in EB Games. Just a matter of taking the sticker off, which I did. It's pretty, you know, it's not bad. It's one of those button mashing games like Dynasty Warriors, which, you know, it's just mindless fun, which it's okay, I don't mind that. Now this next game, I had this downloaded on the PlayStation 4 a few years ago for beta testing, and finally Indivisible had got a release. Now, it got a release originally on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. The developers didn't know this was going to be ported to the Switch. They were actually surprised themselves when they found out this was ported to the Switch. I'm enjoying it so far. 2D hand-drawn graphics. I think some people have said it gets pretty repetitive later on. We'll see about that, but because the artwork looks really cool, and it's got RPG elements in it, and I thought, okay, this was going cheap. I think this will sell out pretty quick and you won't be able to find it again, so I had to grab it. Now, one game I had, the Japanese version of this game was Snack World, the Dungeon Crawler Gold. I picked it up because I love the artwork. It was really weird. Had like these little swords, which you could tap to the Nintendo Switch controller to actually get those items in the game. It's not in the English version of that. I think it's inside the game. There's like, you can go buy capsules, open it up, and you get those sort of, you know, random things. But really cool game. It's really, again, really Japanese in the way it looks and feels. It's made by Level 5. They've made some great games over the years. I think they did the Rogue Squadron games on the GameCube. So yeah, very Japanese. I was really surprised to see this get a release here in the West, but happily was surprised. It's a cool game. To finish this off, a game I've been playing so much. I think I've put about 14 hours into this game, and it was really cool to see it get ported to the Switch. Now, it doesn't look as good as the probably a PlayStation 4, Xbox One release. The draw distance is not that great, but you're not going to play the game for that. And it's Journey to the Savage Planet. It's kind of like No Man's Sky, but way better. You're only on one planet, whereas No Man's Sky, and even the game I got digitally, Morphite, you know, it's planet hopping. But this, you're on one planet, you're sent there by the Pioneer program for the Kindred Aerospace, you know, the fourth best interstellar space explorer company ever, and you're just pretty much left on this planet to see if it's inhabitable for the human race, and you're pretty much left with nothing. You got your 3D printer on your spaceship. You got to go out there, mine different minerals and stuff, and craft 3D craft items. To me, this has got a bit of a Castlevania feel to it, or not Castlevania, I guess Metroidvania, Metroid in particular, because to progress further in the game, you need to get a grapple hook, you need to get bombs to open up different areas, and it's got that Metroidvania feel to it. We have to backtrack, which is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm going to different spots I couldn't get to before with the grapple hook, and also you have to upgrade your grapple hook to like a magnetic grapple hook to take you even higher up. And it's a great game. It's got a lot of humor in it. I see some stuff there, having a poke at EA games, you know, the microtransactions. So that was really cool to see that sort of stuff in there. But I'm having a lot of fun with this one. Being on one planet, you know, having a storyline like this is way better, I think, than No Man's Sky. So even if you don't pick it up on the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, get it. It's really cool. I'm really having a lot of fun with it. And yeah, 14 hours in I think I am, and that's only not even, I think 42% I've done. There's a lot more to go in this game. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. So that's it, guys. That's my pickups a month of July. Yeah, a great cross section of games here. Let's see what I can pick up for next month. I want to try and play some more of these other games, but Savage Planet is doing it for me right now. I'm really enjoying it. So until next time, guys, bye.